Thank you, Austin. Wow.
Wow. Oh, let's sit in these cocaine chairs
Good
and
morning.
talk about life, Nick.
I feel like Michael Bolton in this chair.
I feel like Michael Douglas. And then I have throat cancer. I wanted to announce that here first. All right, let's get started. What a weird way to start.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I brought some whiskey. Feel no obligation to drink it, but I'm going to have a little bit because I'm nervous talking to you, Nick, because I'm a real fan of yours.
I've been to church, so
It's time.
the timing is good.
So, who here went to church this morning? Just by a round of applause. Good for you. This is our church. For me, doing a panel.
The Austin Convention Center.
The Austin Convention Center is church for me, and then
where I worship.
Yeah, where I can get like a soggy pretzel and meet some dudes with lanyards. So Nick, what brings you to South by Southwest?
I'm here with two films. I love this festival. I first came here in '99, and I always seem to end up in the kind of films that come to this festival, which is a very lucky kind of film to end up in.
Pornographic films?
Pornographic films.
Mm-hmm.
Long dicking films. And I have supporting roles. I'm a plumber in this one.
Yeah.
And
You are a plumber.
I'm in a beautiful movie that this guy Brett Haley made. His last movie was called "I See You in My Dreams," starring Blythe Danner and Sam Elliott and Martin Starr, and it's a beautiful film in which Blythe stars. But he fell in love with Sam Elliott, so he wrote him this love letter of a film called "The Hero," and I get to play Sam's buddy and weed dealer, and it's just a beautiful film. I can't recommend it highly enough, despite my involvement.
Did you and Sam have deep, longing stares at one another?
We do have a scene in which he plays an aging actor for whom things are not going as well as they are for Sam Elliott. Mm-hmm. And he's auditioning for a film for the first time in a long time, and we have a scene where we're running lines. Mm-hmm. And it's a very emotional scene with his daughter. And it kind of takes a turn because he's so... It becomes moving all of a sudden because he's so good. Mm-hmm. So you can imagine shooting that with Sam was quite unnerving because it was hard not to put my mouth on him.
Yeah. Did he have the mustache or no mustache?
He had the mustache plus.
Man, oh man, you just want to clean that mustache with your lips, don't you?
Yeah, it was the floppy.
And let's
version.
make sure that that's the quote that goes out there from this guy's. So you've got the film with Sam Elliott, and the other film you've got here?
The other one is called Infinity Baby, to which I will offer you good health. Mm-hmm. Delicious.
I have not had a drink in 6 years. This should be interesting. Infinity Baby. Talk to me about Infinity Baby,
Let's
Nick.
just dig into some silence for a
Yeah.
minute. Infinity Baby. There's a local filmmaker named Bob Byington who is a gas. He's a really smart and funny and strange filmmaker who I've known for a long time. Infinity Baby, I think, is my 5th film with him, and I produced it, and my wife, the talented goddess Megan Mullally. You'll be surprised to hear steals the movie from an incredible cast, but it's a really funny, strange film made on a script by Oner Turkel about...
What's that name?
Oner Turkel.
Oner Turkel?
Yeah, I believe he's Turkish.
Okay.
And he's in New York. He has a really great movie called Catfight.
Uh-huh.
Really talented guy and really funny writer. This is a big company does some stem cell research, and they make a mistake, and they end up with a bunch of babies that don't age, and they have to figure out what to do with them. And so it's sort of a morality tale about how perhaps we're all babies, and how.
Do you like to be treated like a baby?
I like to have my bottom wiped.
Yeah.
If that's what you're driving at.
Yeah, well, you're a 21st century man.
Who doesn't? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a nice powder.
Do you like a wipe up or a wipe down when you have your bottom wiped?
It depends. It depends on the mess that I've made.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest.
And and do you do like a powder? Do you like a baby powder, or do you have a brand?
Well, these days, I mean, it's like craft beer. You can get so many artisanal. I like a little coriander in my
Sure.
powder.
Well, then that's the thing about a city like Austin is you're going to get some beautifully artisanal made baby powder for your big man bottom. Speaking of your big man bottom, it's not so big these days. You're looking good. Are you? What do you do for exercise?
Thank you. I love to hike in Los Angeles, but I've actually been running recently.
From what?
From my past. Her name was Julia.
Julia. Louis Dreyfus. People. So.
I was having a Skype meeting with a director about a role in a big action movie, and I said to the guy, "You should definitely cast me because it would be the most audacious casting." It's one of those things where he's like, "Look, there's 5 guys that look like NFL players that look right, but they need to be funny in the way that you're funny." And I said, "Well, you can't make them funny. But if you cast me right now and put me in the gym for 5 months, you can make me almost look like that."
Sure. And that was to play the new Spider-Man.
That is the new Spider-Man. Spider-Man's dad.
And how did it go? How did the Skype meeting go?
Bad. But during the meeting, I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna get ready so that next time I'm up for a film in which I have to run, I'll have some practice.
And how are your knees feeling with the
They're
running?
doing well.
Yeah. And do you wear a Red Wing boot when you run? What do you wear?
I don't. I wear these steel toe blunt stones.
Yeah.
I have to keep my toenails trimmed.
You have to. How do you have a fungus on your toenail? Where are you at?
I do have assorted fungi all over my body.
Yeah.
I've got a weird, strange exfoliation going on in the back of my skull at the moment.
Really? I'm a rashy guy. I constantly suffer from rash. I'm an allergic person. Next question. You're a light-eyed gentleman like myself. Do you find that your skin is sensitive? These are the questions you guys have wanted to hear from Nick Offerman, right? And the answers to
I
them.
didn't realize we'd be going deep so quickly.
Yeah.
I guess my skin has pretty good stamina.
And you have the hands of a workman because.
Well, I have had the hands of a workman. At the moment, I have the hands of a ballet dancer.
Yes, because you're a soft little actor boy now.
That's right.
But that's not how you started, is it, Nick?
It's not. I used to have a lot more labor in my life. I made a lot of my income as a carpenter. I had my own scenery shop in Chicago, and I still have a wood shop in Los Angeles.
And what's that called?
OffermanWoodshop.com.
Okay, so the official name is OffermanWoodshop.com.
That's right. I mean, that saves you a step.
Yeah, exactly. And so if people want to go purchase things, they could go to OffermanWoodshop.com.
You can, yeah.
And what kind of items are available?
The name of the shop is also conveniently a website.
Now, the website is in OffermanShop.com.com.
No, it's just it's all one. That's a good idea, though. Yeah. We have 6 woodworkers there, and they make a variety of gift items. And you can just get like swag, like caps and T-shirts. But they also make mustache combs, cutting boards, meat paddles.
What was that?
Meat paddle.
What's a meat paddle?
Well, it's some use it to serve cheeses and figs on, and some use it to spank their lovers' bottoms.
Yeah, and then powder them ever so gently.
That's right.
And did you gift Sam Elliott a mustache comb at the end of your work together?
I don't think I would deign to. When people often gift me products that apparently I'm supposed to apply to my whiskers, and I gratefully accept them, and then give them to friends and say, I'm not sure what beard balm is, but it smells good.
Yeah, I don't think you don't seem like you'd wear a beard balm.
And Sam, again, I imagine Sam's got his shit covered.
What if you went home? What if you visited, surprised Sam Elliott in his home at night, and he had curlers on his mustache?
I'd love him even more.
Yeah.